This could be a lot worse, so you probably need to fix your attitude real quick. Because having a bad attitude with me does nothing good for you.
Um,
500. Let's see.
Buckle up, because today's courtroom drama takes us deep into the consequences of a split-second decision, one that left Gracie Cassidy facing a third-degree felony for carrying a weapon in a prohibited place. The stakes: for years of probation, or up to 10 years in prison if she slips. In this hearing we'll watch a sharp-tongued judge balance patience and authority, a probation arrangement that crosses state lines, and a surprising twist involving a Georgia arrest. But here's the kicker: this isn't just about legal procedure. This is about attitude, accountability, and whether a second chance is truly a lifeline or just a ticking clock. I want you to watch closely for the moment the judge's tone changes and ask yourself, is it discipline, or is it warning? Because what happens here could be the difference between freedom and a felony record. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll have an opinion.
Good morning, you're Gracie Cassidy.
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss Cassidy was previously in court and entered a plea of guilty in cause number 24 DCCR 1480 to the third-degree felony offense of unlawful carrying a weapon in prohibited place. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
State has to.
yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Your Honor, the only, fact I would like to say is she's now living in Georgia and it'll be transferred to Georgia for supervision.
Just make sure when you talk to probation, they'll get that all taken care of. The biggest thing about your probation being transferred is it kind of means you have double duty. So you will be reporting in person where you live, but you're still technically on this probation here in Texas. So it's not like the whole.
Pay both.
Well, no, there's one fee,
Yeah.
but you will have to report either by mail or online here as well each month. So you're going to go in person there, and you also have to report here. So you can't forget to do that mail-in or the online reporting here, because that would be a violation. It's just
Okay.
a lot of people they think they're doing everything right because they're reporting in person over there, but you have.
Asterisk, now this part is critical. The judge is laying out what's basically a two-state probation setup. Gracie will report in Georgia, where she now lives, and still check in with Texas. This is not just bureaucratic overlap, it's a legal safety net to make sure she can't simply vanish from oversight. Here's the trap that catches so many people. They think showing up in person locally is enough. But forget one online check-in. That's a violation, and violations mean you're back in court, potentially in cuff stots. So, let's be real here. Do you think this is fair accountability, or just piling on extra hoops for someone trying to move on with their life?
To stay in touch with us as well. All right.
Judge, real quick, I apologize. There is one thing, and I spoke to Mr. Megan about this previously.
Oh, that's right.
There seems to be maybe a new charge in Georgia. I don't know the circumstances of this, nor do I recognize the charge.
Yeah.
And it's equivalent with us.
Hang on, ma'am.
So that's the only thing that's new that I wasn't aware of, and I spoke to Mr. Megan about before, and he was gonna find out.
Okay, so whatever you have to take care of, obviously in Georgia with regard
I
to.
don't have anything to take care of. That was what they were holding me on in Georgia.
That's the case, Judge, but
When I got in the
I
car
didn't handle
accident,
it.
they arrested me because I had a warrant here.
I got you. Okay. All right.
But I believe they dealt with that. Well,
Okay.
there was nothing to deal with. I just had to find out.
That's where you got arrested, and then they transferred you here.
I didn't get transferred. I just had to sit in jail for 44 days
Okay.
to find out.
Okay. Got it.
That's
Okay.
sufficient for the state.
All right.
I just didn't know.
Okay, Ms. Cassidy, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient of.
I have a question.
Yes.
This packet, it said like I had to do like 300 hours like community service.
She'll explain all that to you at probation.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're on felony probation. It's required. If you talk to your probation officer, if you're doing everything right, sometimes they waive part of those. Sometimes they don't. It depends on how you're doing. Do you understand? This could be a lot worse, so you probably need to fix your attitude.
Did you catch that shift? The judge just threw down a tone check. That fix your attitude real quick line isn't just courtroom sass. It's a subtle but powerful warning. Judges read body language, tone, and even size as cues about respect for the court. And here's the unspoken truth. The law may be about facts and statutes, but sentencing, that's a human decision. How you present yourself in front of a judge can tilt the scales sometimes more than you realize. So, Tell me in the comments, if you were in Gracie's position, would you push back, or would you swallow your pride to keep your record clean?
Attitude real quick. Because having a bad attitude with me does nothing good for you. Okay. So I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, I'm going to follow your agreement and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 4 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end, the case is actually dismissed. You will never have a felony conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty and sent to prison for anywhere between 2 and 10 years. Do you understand? Okay. One thing is, on these types of probation, if you do everything you're supposed to, I sign early terminations from probation all the time. But it means you have to get it all taken care of early and up front. So take care of everything, and then there's the possibility of getting off early. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right? Good luck to you, ma'am.
So here's where we land. Gracie Cassidy walks out with 4 years of deferred probation, a $500 fine, and a shot at wiping this felony from her record if she plays by every single rule. It's a generous outcome on paper, but also a tightrope. One slip, whether it's missing a check-in, failing community service hours, or letting her attitude get the better of her, and she could be looking at up to a decade behind bars. This case is a reminder that probation is both mercy and a test, and not everyone passes. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Thomas Fisher, Mr. Macon.